Hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, so that's almost out. Okay. We don't know what's gonna happen today, since we survived the night of the flaming corpses. Ashes. It worked. Only ashes remain of the tree. I feel I'm approaching the end of my journey. Is it possible? Where's the old man? Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna be... Uh, hmm. I think I might be tacking this on to the end of the last video. Carlos goo sips from the cracks in the asphalt. Are you a person? You has no legs. It's the crippled old man from the village. The road home. Oh. Oh, I guess I am tacking it on to the end of the last video. Fuck. Maybe. I don't know. We've made it to the epilogue. Oh, I have no inventory now. And they're gone. Who's going to eat the bread now? My first floor neighbor. This is my staircase. I don't have to tack this onto the last video. I don't know. Pleased to see you, mister. Haven't seen you in a while. And it's probably the work of the kids from the neighboring apartment block. Home sweet home. It's my wardrobe. Spent 2 days barely standing on my feet. I'll take a bath tomorrow. Some note lying on the table. I've made you some soup. Heat it up. The old trusty gas stove. There's still some soup in a pot. The smell fills the entire kitchen. I grab the largest dish from the closet under the sink and pour myself a bowl. It's not much, but it's enough. I don't remember the last time I've eaten home dinner. Hi, Sirzik. Good boy. Very tired. I prefer to lie down in a regular bed. Black and white Reuben. Real luxury. Fortunately, it's broken. Barricade. It's my bed. The white crumpled sheets look as if I've just woken up. At last. I feel my sore legs buckling underneath me, my body becoming heavy and overwhelmingly lethargic. It was a grueling journey, 37 days of human torment. A sedating warmth washes over me, a warmth of security and happiness. The rustle of the woods stretching away to the horizon kept the stranger awake for a long time. Eventually, fatigue washed over him and the man fell into a deep, much-desired dream. Burning the tree opened the road home for many anguished inhabitants of the forest. Only 3 outcasts dressed in old rags and scraps lamented over its charred remains. The boy with the violin came back to the silo. He threw away his gramophone and his violin. He started to listen to the hum of the forest, which calmed his scattered thoughts. Yeah, but it had fixed his scattered brains after I whacked him upside the head with a fucking shovel. I killed him. Potrick rose above the treetops in his rocket made out of scrap. He smiled as, peeking through the small plastic window of his spaceship, he saw the Milky Way stars moving away at huge speed. And then he crashed in the junkyard and exploded. The barricaded cottage of the swamp became a prison for the 3 children. The oldest boy, kept locked in his room following his escape attempt, would long remember his only journey through the woods and the visit to the house overgrown with white mushrooms. Well, he had a bad time. Well, the bitch wouldn't let me in. Couldn't find a way into the room, so I had to eat the old lady. The inhabitant of the hut in the junkyard went into the woods, following distant whispers. When he was close to his destination, he got stuck between giant tree roots. Soon, hungry birds descended to gather over his enormous body. Feeling his impending death, he started desperately trying to free himself from the roots that clutched him. Weakened after a long trip, he failed to fight them off and fell face down into the mud. Moments before death, he saw his reflection in a pool, a huge snail head. He then thought that he's never had such a strange dream and wished he'd wake up. Oh, so the snail had a bad time. Freeing the snail, well, he got eaten by birds. Huh, maybe burning the tree was the way out. Oh, there's probably another way. There was probably another way, but I don't know. I was led to believe that burning the tree, though, was like supposed to be a bad ending. Maybe it's a bad ending if you die in the night. I don't know. It seemed like a good ending. I got out of the woods. Well, the old man's kind of crawling down the road with no legs, but I mean, it seemed I got out of the woods, I got home, I had dinner, which somebody obviously prepared for him, I'm guessing the woman that was in the bed during that one hallucination. So, wife, girlfriend, I don't know. So I got home, I had dinner, and I went to sleep. And I got out of that shit. And apparently, I ended the suffering of a whole bunch of fucking tortured souls. I don't know if the people... No, it doesn't look like they escaped, but... Yeah, seems like a good enough ending for me. I mean, I don't exactly see what else I could have possibly done. I mean, it was a metal door, so I couldn't get into the Mushroom Lady's back room to get the child. I didn't exactly know how to get back in the Mushroom Lady's room to get the fucking child. So, and I don't, and I needed the oxygen tank, which, granted, I had the code, so I could have went to, if I knew the other oxygen tank was in that, in the old shed, I could have just popped in the code and I wouldn't even have to have fucking dealt with the Mushroom Lady at that point, but to get the code and without already knowing it, then you have to, yeah, you have to rescue the child. But yeah, I went to the radio tower. I tripped balls there, did the thing, and then he fucking says, "Oh, I can't use this tunnel to escape the forest. I gotta find another way." So it's like, what the fuck? I mean, I opened a floodgate, but I never found a floodgate anywhere. Like, what floodgate did I open? It probably had something to do with the quarry, I bet. But then, I mean, then the sawmill was locked. My keys didn't work. I mean, I ended up getting... I did get one key... Like, I got a key on a keychain from Mushroom Lady's house, but I never found what it fucking unlocked. Like, every door I tried, I didn't have the key for it. So... I don't... You know, I didn't know how to get into the sawmill, and then I finally found my way to where the snail was, and the only key I found there was to do the puzzle to look at the eyeball to get the thing to go underground so you could free the snail, which turned out to be bad for the snail in the long run. But then inside the cottage, it just gave me... It pointed me to the fucking radio tower, but I'd already been to the radio tower. Of course, I did forget to go back and double check. I mean, I knocked the boulder down at the quarry, which I have no idea what that did. And then... Unless the floodgate did something at the quarry, but when the fucking tip inside the snail hut pointed me back to the fucking radio tower, which I had already gone to, I was pissed. I got pissed at that point. It's like, okay, fuck it, we're burning this fucker to the ground, because I know that's an ending. Good thing I saved all those AK clips. All the bear traps. All the bear traps and all the AKs. But... yeah, I mean... this is... not really a whole... What I am wondering, though, is about the armor, because I was wearing 2 suits of armor, and normally the armor only ever lasted like 3 or 4 hits. Like, one when you're wearing 1. But the 2 suits, they were both taking damage, and I didn't even really see my health going down all that much. I'm wondering if you can layer armor. Huh. Not quite sure. It didn't seem like those flaming corpses are really doing a whole lot of damage, though. But I don't know if that's because layering armor works, or maybe they're just really, really weak, and having armor on really affects that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't need to tack this onto the other one. This'll be fine as is. Anyway, that was Darkwood. So I'll catch you guys for the next LP. It's going to be a AAA experience. Another patron game, though. So I'll see you then. Later.